Welcome back to Chastastic Gaming. I'm Chastastic, and today we are playing the one, the only Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. This is it in its entirety. That lock-on chip that went on, the lock-on technology for Sonic and Knuckles that you put Sonic 3 on top of. The mega game that took up 2 cartridges. I actually really enjoy this game. So let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and start. It's making me press on that. So we'll just play as Sonic and Tails. For those of you who don't know, this game originally came out, was originally supposed to be one full game, so Sonic 3 and Knuckles was the full title. However, through costs and time constraints, they split it into 2 titles. One was Sonic 3, the other was Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles had a very unique cartridge in the sense that it allowed you had to slot Sonic 3 on top of it in order to get the full game. Now this did come with some of its own little special things, because it meant you could actually slot other cartridges on top of it. For example, if you slotted on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, you could actually play as Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The reason for this is because the code for Knuckles was actually contained within the Sonic and Knuckles chip. Because if you just played Sonic 3 itself, you were not able to play as Knuckles. Now I'm actually in one of the special stages already, one of these 3D special stages. These were always I always loved these special stages. They were always really challenging as well, which is one thing. I am just trying. Essentially, what you do with these is you just go about collecting blue spheres. There is actually sugar. Oh, there we go. There's actually 16 in total, because originally there was 7. Am I right here? Sorry, 7, 16 sounds like an odd number. I don't know. There was a number. I think it might have been 14 actually. So you have to actually collect the first set throughout the levels for Sonic 3, and then the other set throughout the levels of Sonic and Knuckles, as we will find out. I'm not doing this all in one episode. I don't want this to last 20 years. But here we go. I always forget when I'm playing these games, because I'm just as standard whenever I'm using my my Xbox 360 controller, because I'm playing this on Steam on the Mega Drive Collection. I'm not playing this on actual hardware. I'm afraid that recording that would be a pain in the backside. There we go. But normally what I would do is I would actually get Tails to help me up on that one. This was the first one to introduce sort of changes or scene changes and sort of like small cutscenes that move the story along. Like, for example, here we've met a badnik that has set the entire island on fire. There we go, and we've changed the aesthetic of the full area, which is super cool. Whoa, try not to get killed by that, because if we go back here, down here, there is another there is in fact another ring that we can collect over here. Another one of the big rings gives us another opportunity to do the special stages. We want to ideally be doing the special stages as early as possible, so then we can get supersonic. I am not brilliant at these. I've only ever beat these with save states, to be honest. They're really difficult. They take a lot of precision. I think I'm just going to skip the rings, because the rings only really add score and get you, they only really add score points and get you perfect score, which again is just extra rings. Because the longer you're in these stages, the faster they get. I think they do hit a certain point where they don't get any faster, but we don't want it to get any faster than we need. We don't want to be dealing with anything faster than we need to be. Yum 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 yum, nom 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 nom. When I first saw these, I thought that this was the greatest thing ever. When I was younger, I didn't really understand technical limitations, so I always thought to myself, wow, why were more games not like this? I didn't really understand that computer games had limits. Oh, and then we go. So we never managed to get the first one, but we've managed to get the second one. A daft little mistake with the first one, so we never got that emerald. But we've got this one. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Angel Island, I think I did have Sonic 3, an actual cartridge of Sonic 3. Or not, sorry, that's a lie. I didn't have the cartridge for Sonic 3. I had the actual cartridge for Sonic and Knuckles, which is why Angel Island wasn't really a level I'm really super familiar with. Now, this is another thing that was new from this one compared to Sonic 2. Elemental shields. What this means is each shield has its own little thing. Like Sonic can do that bounce, but it also attracts rings. Now I've got my comet. Do this comet jump thing, which is super useful for this boss because below him are some fire jets. So let's just take him out nice and quick. And we can also play, if we're really interested in points, we can obtain loads of points just by never letting that fall. So there we go, Sonic got through Act 1. To be honest, it's probably one of the longest times I've taken to go through an Act 1. Normally I would just blitz it. I think if I was playing Sonic 2, I think in an equivalent time in Sonic 2, I'd actually already been through quite a few levels by then. There we go. So, again, just another special stage. I actually quite enjoy these special stages. For those of you who know, if you put in Sonic, I mentioned before, if you put Sonic 2, into Sonic and Knuckles, you could actually play as Knuckles. However, due to the colour palette difference between Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 1, because it had a smaller palette, you couldn't play as Knuckles in that. But what was there instead was a Blue Sphere game with millions, and I mean millions of levels. There is an exact number of how many levels exist within that game. I will try and look it up for you and possibly put it on screen here. But it's insane, and I used to sit and play that for hours. I did also notice that some games you could put sometimes when you put other games in, they would have their own unique level, but it would only be one level that would work. It wasn't the same as putting Sonic 1 in, which had the millions of levels. If I'm wrong with how great of a number that I'm making out here, then I do apologise. So, real talk for a minute, guys. How have you been enjoying my Mega Drive Mondays? If you're enjoying these Mega Drive Mondays, please hit the like button below. We will be playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles for a while. It will be a few weeks of this. I'm hoping to change up some content. I'm hoping to do some new content quite soon. I'm in talks with doing some scripted comment. I'm currently looking at doing some, hopefully doing some scripted stuff soon. A friend of mine who does a lot of writing and things like that. Everything that I do sort of just now is just sort of ad-libbed as I go, as you can imagine, hence the reason I've not always got the best of stuff to say. Lol, check my other stuff out, you might like it. It's more of Tails' way. But what we're hoping to do is to get some real, some more factual based stuff other than just let's plays. Another thing, comment down below if that's comment down below with the sort of stuff you'd like to see. Would you like to see some Mega Drive based stuff? Is there any other sort of things that you'd like me to do and cover? I really want to hear what you guys want to see more of, or see in general, and I'll see what we can do about producing some stuff for yous. Across we go. Whoa. Oof. If Mega Man has taught you anything, disappearing platforms are not welcome, regardless of the situation. You are never okay to use this. Oh, and up here. Haha. So we've got a fire shield, which I think should pretty much protect us from anything the boss can throw at us. Because this gives us a nice indication that we're coming up to the boss. And if we just keep pushing forward, got to go fast and all that, and we should avoid all of this. the big bombs. And we're moving on to the first boss. I wish I knew what all the different devices were called, but I actually don't. Oh, and there he is, his smug face in the background. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just wail into him. He cannot touch us. You cannot hurt me. I am immortal. Oh, and he goes behind him. Whee! So much going on with all that waterfall. Those flickies. That's really weird. Why is my emulator... Not emulator, sorry. Why is this slowing down a little bit? It's really strange because I've been experiencing that. If anyone else who uses I think it's the Sega Mega Drive collection or whatever they call it for Steam, has anyone else been experiencing any kind of slowdown? Oh, sorry about that, guys. There seems to be some. It seems to be really strange. There seems to be some kind of slowdown on the go with my with this. I seem to be experiencing a little bit of slowdown with this version of the game. I'm not sure what's going on with that. My frame rate counter doesn't seem to be detecting anything, so it's a little bit unusual. Oh, but anyway, we're on audio. I've already forgot. It's Hydrosity. That was it. I was thinking of Audacity as in the software, which is not correct. I'm talking about. I've already forgot it. I'm talking about Hydrosity, which there was a really cool remix of the music for, which I absolutely love. I'm saying so many things that I need to remember to actually put in the description for a change. But no, there was an awesome remix. I heard of it, and I really enjoy it. So I think you guys should, if you like remixes of classic game music, you should check it out. I actually found it just by looking up remixes on Spotify, just out of curiosity. If you guys can recommend any good game remixes, please go ahead and fire them down in the comments. I absolutely love that sort of thing. I'd love to hear what you guys are, what's out there. If you guys have done anything yourself as well, that would be great. Oh. There we go. I think we established when I was playing Sonic 2, shameless plug, I'm not the greatest player of the Sonics, but I do really enjoy it. Whoa. I hate those things. Those little piranhas, they latch onto you and they don't do what the conventional bad guys do, where you lose a ring. You lose all your rings. They actually slowly deplete your rings until you manage to get rid of them. Okay, so let's try and get our third emerald, I want to say. No, yeah, it'll be our third emerald. It would be our fourth, but I suck at video games. So, I do apologise about the little bit slowdown before. That just... Oh, that's going to be tough. I think I'm going to need to do a zigzag pattern through that to get through that properly, I think. Oh, of course, Tails knows where I'm going, but I don't, because I suck at video games. Well, I remember this boss always used to stress me out because the entire fight took place underwater, because it also meant that oh, we managed to kill him quite quickly. I didn't expect to take him out so quickly. Oh, and there we go. Yeah, we got through Act 1 without suffocating, without dying. We just failed at we just failed at one of the what they called again, special stages. Well, I'll call it for this episode. I was going to go through the first two zones, but I think we'll progress a little bit faster in the next episode. But anyway, I've been Chastastic of Chastastic Gaming, and you have a fantastic day. Bye.